Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So today, on another episode of Women Wednesday, we are looking at two MMPs. So I've got two MMPs in my hand, and one of them is the MMP 2.0 metal. That's what it looks like. And if you can tell by the name, is mostly all metal, not completely, but mostly. Then we have the MMP 2.0 competitor. And I just want to see what they're both about. So if you could tell right out the gate, the competitor is a little bigger, a little longer. They're both the MMP 2.0 series. So I think I left my spec sheet at home. I feel so bad for not bringing that, but I believe the metal has a 4 1/4 or 4.5 barrel length. The metal does, and then the competitor, I think it has a 5-inch barrel length. Don't quote me on it. Like I said, I left my sheet at home, so you might want to do your own research. But I'm gonna shoot the both and kind of get my thoughts on the way that they feel. So now I'm doing this because they can both be used for like competition, right? Obviously the competitor, but from what I hear, a lot of people use the metal for competition as well, simply because it has like that heaviness to it that helps when you're shooting competition. So here we go. We got the two MMP 2.0s that we're going to shoot. So the first one I'm going to shoot, I do have two different grains of ammo by Bronze, PMC Bronze. I've got 124 grain and 115 grain. I want to see if they make a difference. So I'm going to start with the metal first. Does have a distinct trigger, it looks like. No mag in there, it's empty. Does come optics ready. You have your white kind of square dot or notch in the back with the white front sight. You can switch out your mag release to the other side, and it does have this aggressive texturing for your grip, just right in the front where your 3 fingers go, and then right in the back where you would grip with the meat of your hand. But everything else is metal. So it does come with, I think, either 2 or 3 17 round mags. It may come with a 20, don't quote me. But I'm going to start with the 115 grain with the metal. All right, so I got my target. As you can see, we're going to start with the one at the top left. Okay, right out the gate, the texturing is a little bit aggressive for me. However, I think it's great if you're shooting competition, because once you start sweating, you'll be able to have a good grip. So let's see. That was right. That trigger feels good though. To the right. Okay, there we go. This feels great. Okay, so I took my time on that one. And as you can see, or maybe you can't see because it didn't record, there it is. I'll bring it up so y'all can see where it recorded or where my shots were. But that felt great. The trigger in that feels great. I was once an M&P owner, and then I got rid of it because it was a 380. So this was very early on in my shooting journey and firearms collecting journey. But that one feels good. That was the metal, and as you can see, that's what my shots look like with iron sights. So now we're gonna go to And I forgot to tell you, I only shot 10 rounds. I'm only going to shoot 10 rounds at a time, even though it holds 17 rounds. Yep. Okay, so this is the competitor. Now look at the competitor. You have your window cuts in there. You've got this very unique cut in the barrel. Not the barrel, the slide. Very unique. Like I said, I've left my spec sheet at home, so I can't remember everything that these guns come with. The slidings are great on these things. Like, they either have been shot several rounds and cleaned good, or that's just how they come. But this one, I would say the slide on the competitor is a lot more smoother than the metal. All right, so we're gonna go with the competitor on the top right target. Dang, that shoot good too. And you can definitely tell with the longer barrel. That was left. Wow. Oh no, they're a little similar. This one does have the extended mag release, like any competition gun should have for the easy reloads. It also has that mag well, nice flared mag well for reloads as well. They shoot good. I don't own an MP, but I'd love to. So that was one. All right, so I just shot both of those with 115 grain, and it felt great. Now we're gonna do the metal with 124 grain. Oh, I pulled one, bottom left one. So don't count that. The one that you see, on the bottom left, don't count it. We're starting right now. So this is 124 grain. I'm gonna let y'all see the shot of the gun. That was low, too low. Trying to get my sights together. All right, so let's load up 10 rounds of 124 grain in the competition. I didn't tell that much of a difference with the I couldn't tell that much of a difference with the 124 grain in the metal. Let's see if I can with the competitor. 124 grain. All right, so we're going at the bottom right for the competitor. 124 grain. Out of the four, that was the best one I shot, as you could tell. That one actually felt even nicer than the top right. And I felt like it was a little less recoil with just that 9 grain difference. Slightly. Okay, let's go back to the 115 grain and let's speed up the shots. We're gonna go back to the top left and speed up the shots with metal first, then we'll go to the competitor. All right, we're back at the top left with the metal and kind of get a rhythm going here with the shots. Okay, so not too bad. The texturing is kind of like cutting me just a little bit, like right here. As you shoot, you know, you've got that recoil, and it's not even the texture in here, it's something up here in the beaver tail. So that's the only gripe that I have. It still shoots great, as you can tell by the target. Speeding up your shots allows you to get right back on target. Because of the metal, because of the heaviness that the gun has on it, could be. All right, we're going top right, 115 grain with the competitor, with a little bit of a rhythm. What's too bad? This one, I don't know if it's the rubbering from the metal to this one, but I still feel like that. Like right here. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but right there is like a little gap in between the metal and the bottom part of the beaver tail that is like cutting me. Okay. Let's go back to 124 grain and shoot with rhythm. Y'all let me know what the gun is looking like in my hand. Like, can you tell a difference between the two? And if I can, I will throw up a side by side of the two so you can see the recoil in both. But what are you seeing as far as the shoot goes? All right, before we take the next shots, I do want to show you the trigger on both. So this is the metal. There's the trigger. So a little bit spongy, I think. So there's a wall. So you do have your trigger safety in there. There's a wall. Oh, I didn't even hear the reset. All right, let's go again. All right, so pretty much spongy gravel wall. There's a reset. You can feel it, but you can't hear it. So, not bad. Let's go with the competitor. All right, so same thing. It has the safety trigger on the inside. Very spongy. Ooh, that one's even spongier. All right, so wall. There's the wall. Trigger pull. And yeah, you can't hear the reset like you do in most handguns. But it doesn't really matter when you start shooting. Because when you shoot, you really can't feel any of that. You feel a really great trigger pull when you're shooting. Testing the reset, it doesn't let you know what you're about to get into. Just testing the reset like we do with all our handguns. We test our reset to see what we're getting into, but this one, it doesn't allow you to lead up to what you're about to get into. So let's shoot bottom left, 124 grain. Let's go at a steady pace if we can. Yeah, I still don't feel a difference in grain with this one. All right, let's go competitor, bottom right, with 124 grain. I like this one better. I like this one better, not because my shots are the best out of all 4 circles. That's part of it. But the reason why my shots are the best is because when I'm shooting the competitor, I'm able to get my handgun or my muzzle back on target in order to take a big shot. I don't know if it has to do with these window cuts that you see here. If it does, it's doing an absolutely amazing job. Yeah. I think the competitor is my favorite out of the two. Obviously, like I showed y'all earlier, you've got a great difference on both. The length is about the same. Only reason why it looks longer is because the competitor has the mag wheel on it. But I think they have the same, yeah, they have the same length of frame, but competitor has the longer barrel. I like this one the best. This kind of reminds me, not all the way, y'all, because y'all be going in on me when I do my comparisons, but this is just my opinion. Like, it kind of reminds me of my Canic, how the Canic has those ports in it, and when you put it on target and you start shooting, it's like your muzzle does not flip as high, and you're able to get right back onto target, iron sights or red dot. So I'd have to say, I think the competitor shoots better than the metal. Which I think. What did you see? What did you see? Does what I'm saying and what I did match up? Obviously on that last target. All right, I want to take my last few shots. So I tried to do 50 rounds through both, but I think I'm going to do the last 20 competitor since I liked it the most. And I want to end my Women Wednesday with the better shoot. All right, we're going to go back to the bottom right and shoot the last 10 of this 124 grain. I'm going to try to look at the gun and see how is it shooting. All right, ready? If that's what I can do with the gun with iron sights, can you imagine what I can do with a red dot? That's pretty impressive with iron sights. I don't know if y'all, I don't know. I got a video. I don't know if I've posted it yet. It's probably coming soon. But I have a video where I am trash with iron sights. And I'm the first to admit I know I have to work on my iron sights because it's bad. But first time shooting this with iron sights, I'm pretty impressed. All right, last 20 rounds with 115 grains. Bottom right, let me let y'all look at the gun again. Bottom right, here we go. Y'all, it looks good. It shot good. All right, so let's do a little recap of what we've done here today. I have the M&P 2.0 metal. And I also have the M&P 2.0 competitor. And in my opinion today, after shooting both, the competitor does better than the metal. Even though the metal is heavier, I don't think that the heaviness outperforms the longer barrel with the ports, or not the ports, but the window cuts all around this slide. I think this one does a lot better than this one. I honestly also think, and I'm not sure on this, but I think this trigger is a little bit better than the metal trigger. Again, what stole it from me was the fact that I was able to shoot and put my iron sight right on target almost immediately after 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 taking the shot. So there you have it, guys. That was 100 rounds through both of them collectively, and the winner for me is the competition M&P 2.0. The medal is not too far behind, but this one outperformed this one in my opinion. So y'all let me know what you think, and until next time, I'll see you on Women Wednesday. Stay armed, stay safe, stay busy.